EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the South American country of Argentina and its capital city, Buenos Aires. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Golden Eagles of Buenos Aires. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Well, I mean, who would have thought this? A team based in South America, this inaugural season, these folks so excited, and with good reason. This is the NFL continuing to show that it's not just an American pastime, really becoming a global game, and what an addition to the league this will be. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles, already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. In motion right, that's Hyatt. On first down, Thomas. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
It's early, but announce a cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Now Thomas. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Thomas. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And his kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll roll him out right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Stanley. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Giant defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Thomas. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. When you look at this defense, this crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. He's on his way. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the...
Oh, right on the heels of the pick 6, another ball intercepted. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 14. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
a 2nd and 10. Thomas will look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it.
And it's caught. Touchdown. C.D. Lamb. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Golden Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. There he goes, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 33 and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Thomas. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Thomas. Going right side here, and that's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on 1st down. Thomas. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Wan'Dale Robinson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all living on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Partner, so many times in games we see the most difficult acrobatic catches, whether it's on offense or even interceptions. In this case, this ball's tipped and popped up in the air, and it looks like a chance for a pick. And guess what? For whatever reason, they just couldn't finish the play.
Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 36. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's still on his feet. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Golden Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, This drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Thomas. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
In motion right is Robinson. To throw again on 2nd down. Thomas. Hyatt has got it. He's to the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jalen Hyatt. 77 yards. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a two-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point. Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free. Now Thomas. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Thomas. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Thomas. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass. I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum. Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here. And we haven't gotten an announcement
but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
To throw is Thomas on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. It's Barkley on the counter. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Thomas now, off play action. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Down to the 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where you just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He took a shot there before. Was that ill-advised from my viewpoint? Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. Thomas. He's got this complete to Robinson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun, Thomas. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's Thomas to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's caught by Lamb. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Giants. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive, and he loses the football a second time. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They still can't get it. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Found a little room there as he's out to about the 37.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's 3rd and 6. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Thomas.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now Thomas. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Thomas. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw on second and 10. Thomas. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to first and 10. To throw is Thomas. That one finds Hyatt. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Thomas will look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on first and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted him
under pressure. They got him again. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, third and goal. Back to throw. Thomas. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 73 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Golden Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. This is 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Thomas. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd down.
Other side, other side.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. High up there to grab it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Finding time. Just keeping the play alive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. To throw is Jones. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's first down. Jones. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Jones. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Once more from the 11, second and 10. All the option left, it's Jones. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Extra point attempt here still to come. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll come up first and 10 here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Well, he had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on fourth down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
And this one is right down the middle. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Lock in the cage. Lock in the cage. Let's go. Let's go.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Giants, they get back in the win column.